Pro Group Management, workers' comp that works for you.
Welcome to Nevada Newsmakers. On the broadcast today, Dr. Tracey Green joins us, Chief Medical Officer for CareSource Nevada, here for the whole show on an all-new Nevada Newsmakers.
It happens. And when it does, there's UMC Quick Care.
The new year is bringing so much fun to Tamarack Casino with cash and free play drawings Thursdays and Saturdays, and $40,000 in grand finale giveaways Thursday, February 27th. Your good times are at Tamarack Casino.
Save money and take transit. Did you know you can ride the bus all day for less than what it would cost you for a gallon of gas? Plan your trip now by going to rtcwashoe.com.
Like a traditional handmade basket, retail is woven into the fabric of life in Nevada. From big box to mom and pop, retail supports our communities in countless ways. Jobs for the disabled, team uniforms for kids, help for the elderly, and so much more. Retail employs over 1 in 10 workers. Retail supports Nevada, and we support retail.
RANNV.org.
Pro Group Management is the place where companies can find workers' comp solutions that are designed to meet their specific business requirements. As regulations evolve, Pro Group takes a proactive approach to clear the path to make sure your business stays ahead of the curve. Knowing your workers' comp program is optimized, you can focus on other important matters related to your growing business. Pro Group Management, workers' comp that works for you.
This is Nevada Newsmakers with host Sam Shad, a no-holds-barred political forum. Now, from the Nevada Newsmakers broadcast headquarters, here is Sam Shad.
And back on Nevada Newsmakers, we are delighted to welcome to the program for the first time Dr. Tracey Green, Chief Medical Officer for CareSource Nevada. Welcome.
Good morning. Thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, you're very welcome. Let's start out with a little history, because you work with one of the people I admire the most, Mike Weldon.
Yes, absolutely.
Give us your history, would you?
Absolutely. So I have been in Nevada. Well, I'm a graduate of the University of Nevada School of Medicine. So I graduated here in 1991, went to Penn State to do a rural residency and came right back home. So I've been here practicing and working in the medical field since 1994. I did general family practice for about 12 years, and then it was actually Mike Weldon who was looking for a new chief medical officer at the state. And very shortly thereafter, I took the role and was honored to be serving as the chief medical officer for HHS for here in Nevada for about 10 years, working directly with Mike and Richard Whitley. And following that, I was at the university, the new medical school in Las Vegas. I served as vice dean there for 2 years for accreditation. And following that, I entered managed care, really looking to improve healthcare, having seen it from so many different perspectives. Was a part of a couple of different managed care organizations and ultimately arrived home where I am now at CareSource.
All right. So let's talk about the governor's state of the state.
Okay.
And he decided that he's going to split Health and Human Services into 2 divisions. Can you explain exactly what his thinking process is there?
Well, I wasn't in the middle of his thinking process, but what I believe is happening is we are looking to put more emphasis on Medicaid and the behavioral health services. And I am just really excited to be a part of the new governor's initiatives. At CareSource, we believe in the holistic approach to healthcare, just like Governor Lombardo. And so this new Nevada authority will give us the opportunity to have innovation around Medicaid, which is what I think we need as we approach really trying to improve outcomes here.
Okay, let's talk about behavioral services, because it's an interesting phrase, but not too many people know what that actually actually means.
Okay, so when I think of behavioral health, I think of all the emotional kinds of conditions. So things like depression, serious mental illness, like our members or our Nevadans that have schizophrenia or bipolar disorder. But it also includes all of our substance use. So it includes anything around alcohol or any other drugs that people use. So we look at servicing behavioral health around servicing the mental issues and the substance use issues. So that's behavioral health.
Okay, so one of the things that pops up constantly on this program is mental health. And the thing that I always look at over the last 40 years plus is that we've never had enough providers of that service. Are there those providers out there across this country that we could even attract to come to Nevada to provide those services?
I think if we look at doing medicine the way we've been doing it, there is absolutely not enough providers. So if we singly house medicine around psychiatrists and psychologists, there isn't enough to go around. What we think and what we do at CareSource is expand the care team so that we no longer just put the emphasis on the psychiatrist or the psychologist. We bring in therapists, we bring in life coaches. So if we expand the realm of the providers for mental health, we will be able to find enough individuals. But if we really are looking at just straight psychiatrists, psychologists, physicians, we are going to struggle as the whole nation is struggling.
Okay, so really this opens up a bigger topic, which is that the realization, from government towards the medical profession, that it can't just all be about doctors. So now, for example, pharmacists, if you want to get your flu shot or whatever, you don't go to the doctor's office. You can, but you can go to the pharmacist, and they're looking to have pharmacists do more things. So what you're saying is expanding it into all these other areas as well.
That is exactly right. I'm so excited that you mentioned that. That was an initiative that we worked on in approximately 2015, and you're exactly right. We can't just rely on the physician, and really the needs of the Nevadans is well beyond just the single medical issues. We've got to start looking beyond that at some of the things that we're looking at, which are what we call social determinants of health, or those non-medical drivers. So we expand.
Okay, explain that.
Okay, good. Thank you. So non-medical drivers are things like food, transportation, housing, employment. It's the things that I believe are primary to healthcare. So we've traditionally always looked at your conditions. Do you have high blood pressure? Do you have diabetes? But imagine you don't have a home. Does it really matter if you have diabetes? You can't store your medications. You can barely get your medications. So we're now realizing these non-medical drivers or social determinants, housing, food, transportation, are really primary. And so we're focusing on solving those issues, as is the state of Nevada. And really, by focusing on those issues, we can then ultimately help medicine and help you with your health issues.
Okay, that really opens up the door to the biggest issue of all, which is money. How do you pay for that?
Well, what's happening now is Medicaid is now understanding that if we address these social issues, we will reduce the use of the emergency room. And so what has happened in Nevada is we got a waiver. And basically it's permission from the federal government to now cover housing for certain populations to prevent hospitalization. We call these, and it's another big word, in lieu of services. But we got approval here, and so CareSource is excited about bringing our housing initiatives to Nevada so that we can help individuals, and there will be Medicaid budget. Now, I tell you this not to say we're going to provide housing for everybody. It is about certain populations with certain needs, but it's a start. It's getting us where we need to get to.
Okay, so what populations are you looking at?
We are looking at homeless, individuals with behavioral health needs, also complex individuals with multiple medical conditions, and pregnant women.
All right, so how much housing would you be interested in building? I mean, this is the biggest issue in Nevada right now, I would have to say, beyond the cost of food, is that, the cost of just actually building is so beyond the pale at this point.
Yeah, and I will tell you that our directive is really to provide the care, not to build, but CareSource has initiatives around incentivizing building, which is part of our promotion here in Nevada, but also we're looking at supporting the services in the housing, so supporting individuals that build houses, supporting individuals that will help with things like working with your landlords, because remember, individuals that have been homeless have a lot of challenges, or could have challenges, when it comes to actually getting a home, having a past history, having a license, having identification. So that's where we start, as opposed to building houses. But we do partner with local agencies that are building, looking at transitional housing and other types of housing.
As far as identification, what percentage do you think of Nevadans don't have identification? Because this is a number that's bounced around quite a bit. I'd be curious to see what your take is on it.
I don't really have I'd be really guessing.
Okay.
But what I think is it's bigger than what we think, because we don't have a good way of identifying the extent of homelessness. And those are likely many of our members or our Nevadans that don't have identification.
I just wonder, how do people survive without ID when they need no matter what it is? And I'm not talking about voting, I'm just talking about everyday life. If you don't have ID, how do you do anything?
Yeah, well, that is sort of the art of the homeless. I think there is truly a survival mechanism that steps in, but we believe that it is critical to get them identification.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. And I said this on the show many times, I'm not in favor of raising my taxes, but if it's to get somebody identification that doesn't have it, I'm more than happy to contribute.
Absolutely.
I think that's something important. All right, let's take a break and then we'll talk about how CareSource is involved in what's going on right now. Okay?
Perfect.
And we'll be right back.
Early in the morning or throughout the night, professional truck drivers are on the job, serving you, safely moving freight that's crucial to our economy. From the oldest industries to our newest innovators, from the exotic to the everyday, trucks are everywhere, moving everything. Never afraid to embrace a future that makes Nevada and our nation stronger. Trucking moves America forward.
What do you count on? You count on your power every day. At NV Energy, we've always powered what's important to you, but we're not looking at the past. We're focused on the future. While our standards are high, our rates will remain low, and our commitment to renewables isn't just meeting standards, but leading the way, because you can count on more than just your power. You can count on the company who brings it to you. That's our promise. You can count on it.
The Nevada Builders Alliance has been protecting the interests of the construction industry for over 50 years. Our programs save members thousands of dollars every year and allow them to provide much-needed benefits to their employees. Our industry also allows Nevada to grow. If you're thinking about a career in the construction industry, reach out. And if you haven't thought of a career in construction, what are you waiting for? We are the Nevada Builders Alliance.
Welcome to the Ahern Boutique Hotel, where luxury and warmth come together in the heart of Las Vegas.
We take pride in offering a one-of-a-kind experience for both locals and tourists.
Join us for handcrafted cocktails and an unforgettable experience.
Joel's Chop House, the perfect place to savor views of the Las Vegas Strip.
Satisfy your cravings at the Ahern Chocolate Shop.
No smoking, no resort fees, and the parking is always free. The Ahern Luxury Boutique Hotel is your home away from home.
This is Nevada Newsmakers.
And back on Nevada Newsmakers, we continue our conversation with Dr. Tracey Green. She's Chief Medical Officer for CareSource Nevada. So explain what CareSource is going after as far as this new program that the governor is putting together, splitting up HHS.
Well, CareSource is here. First, I'd like to share that CareSource is a nonprofit managed care.
Which is unique.
very unique. So when we talk about managed care, what that is a new way of serving the Medicaid population. Today, it's fee-for-service, meaning you get a service and Medicaid pays for it. In the future, what Nevada is doing, and we are doing today, is that we are giving a per member rate to private managed care organizations to care for the Medicaid population. And what Nevada is doing is they are expanding to the rural communities. So today, managed care is only in Washoe County and Clark County. And in 2026, January, we will be moving managed care to the entire state. So for CareSource, we have not been in Nevada yet, although I'm happy to say that our president, Erhard Preitauer, is a graduate of UNR, and I'm, of course, a graduate of UNR School of Medicine. And we have approximately 70% of the members we serve, and we serve over 2 million members, are living in rural counties or frontier counties. And we have a very unique program for serving these counties.
In what way?
In about 3 ways. One is that we started very early addressing the social determinants that we talked about earlier. So we have special programs around social determinants. The second is, because of our nonprofit status, we invest very uniquely. So we have invested already in the Nevada Primary Care Association. We believe the partnerships are critical. So you'll see us investing in unique partnerships to encourage local partners to enhance their work. So we want to help the Nevada Primary Care Association work on helping the rural providers be successful. So that's one example. And the third is our partnerships. We believe that the solutions are already there. It's not about us dropping into communities, but it's us enhancing the communities.
For example?
So for example, we don't want to replace the providers, but we want to help them. So we are looking at moving what we call kiosks, opportunities for members to access care and opportunities for the providers to be able to provide telehealth services, for example, without having to be in rural Nevada. So we provide the kiosk, we provide the opportunity for the tele, and we provide the members so providers can be successful in rural Nevada.
You know, one of the things that's been stunning is how long it's taken for telehealth to be accepted. And it's been accepted and not accepted and then accepted again. I'm not even sure at this point where that is, but it just seems to be such a more efficient way to deal with the public, whether it's managed care or any kind of care. Why do you think it's been such an issue?
I think because we are, if you try to just have telehealth, I don't think we've gotten to the point where people will be comfortable only having tele-relationships.
Well, I agree on that, but I mean, for example, if I want to up a prescription,
right,
and I've got to go to the doctor's office to do it, now I'm taking up valuable time of mine, I'm taking valuable time from the doctor, when really, when you finally get in there, it's like, that's great, here's your prescription, thank you very much, and God bless that we're doing it that way.
Right.
But it just seems that, you know, the medical industry, for as technical as it is, has taken so long to catch up with the modern world.
Absolutely. I think COVID helped us. You know, we became in need. It
had no choice, right?
Right, we had no choice. So it really helped change things. I think for the kinds of services that you're talking about, you're absolutely right. The quick refills, the urgent cares, I do think there is a relationship issue that people are missing. And so going only to tele is a barrier for people that want that relationship.
All right, so let me throw it at you in a different way, which is that if you make the system more efficient, that allows doctors, and I've certainly seen this in the practice I go to have more time to have that relationship. So, you know, I couldn't agree with you more. But you have to have a combination of it too. If I've got blood spurting out of my arm, I don't want to do telehealth and have somebody tell me to, you know, get a Band-Aid.
Right.
I need to go to the emergency room or wherever I need to go to. All right, so let's talk about Medicaid. One of the other issues for Medicaid is the providers who won't take Medicaid. How do you resolve this issue to where the reimbursements make sense?
Right. That's one of the advantages to managed care, Sam. That is exactly, you hit the nail on the head. What managed care really does is, instead of do one, pay one, they really look at contracting to incentivize providers based on outcomes, not just based on service. So for example, we'll pay a provider the same rate that Medicaid might have paid a provider, but in addition to that, if they're able to, say, manage a percentage of their members' blood pressure, we're going to pay them even more. We benefit, the members benefit, the providers benefit. We call that value-based contracting. That's something that managed care does that fee-for-service doesn't do. So we talk to providers about incentives. We don't want just do one, cure one, do one, serve one. We want our providers really looking at how can we help our members be healthier without just the direct service. So what are the alternatives? Things like case management, for example.
Okay, so what's the doctor's response at this point?
We've had very good response so far. I will tell you, the money is in the proof. What they're interested in today is, can we achieve the outcomes you're asking us to achieve to get those incentives? Is the carrot close enough to achieve? And we believe it is.
All right, let's take another break and we'll be right back.
Here on 7 at 7, we're bringing you the local headlines in just 7 minutes.
We've got you covered in the morning, evening, and for all breaking news in between and as it happens.
Life is busy and we don't waste your time. Join us for local news now, streaming on our YouTube page.
Welcome to Story County, where history meets innovation, and a pioneering spirit continues to shape our future. At the heart of the Tahoe Reno Industrial Center, we power the future with global leaders in technology and manufacturing, driving progress that reaches far beyond our county lines. From advanced manufacturing to tech innovation, our industries are creating thousands of quality careers, fueling a vibrant economy that benefits every Nevadan. But it's more than just growth. Our community is our foundation, supporting families, empowering local initiatives, and creating a place where everyone belongs. Be part of a legacy built on bold ideas and boundless possibilities. Join us in building a brighter future right here in Story County. Story County, helping build Nevada's future.
As you know, Reno is booming. Toll's development company is helping it grow with insightful design and development, building community with every project, adding beauty, adding excitement, emphasizing our shared humanity. Reno is becoming bigger. Toll's development is helping it become better, more livable, more enjoyable. To learn more, go to tollsdevelopment.com. tollsdevelopment.com.
A new year brings new ways to win big with the $150,000 flurry of cash giveaways at Carson Valley Inn. Thursday and Saturday prize drawings, including up to $5,000 in cash and up to $10,000 during the grand prize giveaways. Only at the Carson Valley Inn.
This is Nevada Newsmakers.
And back on Nevada Newsmakers, we continue our conversation with Dr. Tracey Green, Chief Medical Officer for CareSource Nevada. So where are we with the bidding process now for to see whether CareSource will get this position or not with the state?
So right now there are approximately 6 applicants for 5 positions. We have all submitted our request for proposals, or we call them RFPs. They are currently being scored now, and then we will do orals, meaning the state will present 3 scenarios to each of the bidders, and we will be essentially presenting our solution and then doing a question and answer session. That will occur the week of the 17th of February, and then the end of February, first week in March, we will hear the awards.
Okay, and this will all come out of Health and Human Services it doesn't have to go through the legislature at this point.
No, it doesn't. Right. It comes out of purchasing essentially, but no, it does not need to go to the legislature.
Okay, how long will it take once these 5 winners are announced to get this off the ground and moving and helping patients?
Right. So go live is 1/1/26, but I am so excited for 25 because this is really the opportunity to implement what we have innovated for Nevada. So 1/1/25 is an active working year for all of the selected managed care organizations, and then 1/1/26 is go live.
And how many other states are you operating in at this point with CareSource?
Well, right now we have 7 Medicaid states. We service over 2 million members, and we have Medicare, Medicaid, and we have a dual product.
You know, people talk about Medicare for all, but it seems to me, knowing the difference between what people pay on a regular basis versus what Medicare allows, that Medicare for all would not be a good plan. Am I right?
I am a fan of covering all, but I'm not sure that Medicare for all is the answer.
All right. Well, good luck with your proposal here, your RFP with the state. And if you're successful, please come back and talk to us some more about how it's going.
Super, and thank you so much.
You're very welcome, and we'll be right back.
Each day, the Children's Advocacy Alliance partners with leaders, legislators, and families across Nevada to improve children's health, education, economic well-being, and safety. We recognize Nevada will be no better than the state of its children. Be a part of this change. Be a supporter of the Children's Advocacy Alliance. For more information, go to caanv.org.
Imagine a magical garden that feeds Carson City's hungry and homeless, teaches our high school students agriculture, creates hanging floral displays to beautify downtown, and yet charges nothing. It's not magic. It's the Greenhouse Project. It's real, it's growing, and it needs your help. Go online to carsоncitygreenhouse.org so together we can grow it forward.
For 50 years, Nevada Heating has been keeping people comfortable in their homes. At Nevada Heating, call the Do It Right guys and get the heat back on today. Call us today and we'll fix it today. That's the Nevada Heating way. Why freeze for days on end when Nevada Heating can get your furnace fixed today? Call us today and we'll fix it today at 323-5585 or schedule us on our website at nevadaheating.com.
We wouldn't steer you wrong with the gold standard of steaks at Joel's Chop House. Indulge in dry-aged steaks, seafood, Wagyu tomahawks, located on the second floor, and great views of the Strip.
The $150,000 flurry of cash giveaways only at the Carson Valley Inn.
As always, you can watch Nevada Newsmakers 24 hours a day on various platforms, including television, radio, our website, audio and video podcasts, YouTube. If you want to find the show, you can find it pretty darn easily. And we cover politics, business, health, and education. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next broadcast.